Saudi King Abdullah bin Abdulaziz has died, royal officials have announced, weeks after he was admitted to hospital. Abdullah, who had ruled since 2005 and was said to be aged about 90, had been suffering from a lung infection. His 79-year-old half-brother, Salman, has been confirmed as the new king. Within hours of his accession to the throne of the oil-rich kingdom, King Salman vowed to maintain the same policies as his predecessors. "We will continue adhering to the correct policies which Saudi Arabia has followed since its establishment," he said in a speech broadcast on state television. Abdullah had suffered frequent bouts of ill health in recent years, and King Salman had recently taken on the ailing monarch's responsibilities. Prior to announcing Abdullah's death, Saudi television cut to Koranic verses, which often signifies the passing of a senior royal. Saudi Arabia under King Salman faces a number of challenges. The first is ensuring the succession passes smoothly without any divisive jockeying for power within the ruling family. Then there is the ongoing threat from jihadists, both at home and across its borders. Saudi Arabia is now sandwiched between an aggressive Islamic State, IS, to the north and Al-Qaeda in Yemen to the south. Saudi warplanes have joined the US-led coalition in airstrikes against IS, but this is deeply unpopular with many Saudis. The government has yet to find a way to cope with mild calls for reforms and is abusing anti-terror laws to silence reformers and punish its critics. Longer term, it faces a growing unemployment problem. About half the population is under 25 and there are nowhere near enough meaningful jobs for young Saudis. But the country does at least have oil in its favor. At below $45 a barrel, Saudi Arabia is one of the very few exporting countries to still make big margins on production and exploration. That puts it in a powerful position on the world stage. Another of the late king's half-brothers, Mukrin, who is in his late 60s, has been named the new crown prince, according to an official statement. Abdullah, Salman and Mukrin are all sons of the founder of modern Saudi Arabia, King Abdulaziz, usually referred to as Ibn Saud, who died in 1953. King Salman called on the royal family's Allegiance Council to recognize Mukrin as his heir. In line with traditions of Wahhabism, the ultra-conservative form of Sunni Islam followed by the kingdom, Abdullah will be buried in an unmarked grave immediately after Friday prayers. Frank Gardner says Saudi Arabia could face an increasing internal security problem following the death of King Abdullah. US President Barack Obama expressed his